It is the data privacy with respect to their student accounts that they are concerned with. Okay, and that, being a study abroad consultant ourselves, we also acknowledge. So the best part about this is we are not platform providers. We are not providing you software as a service or are in SaaS model. Being consultant ourselves and having developed this product for our own students, more than 12,000 students, as I mentioned, per year, we ourselves teach. That's why even we have ensured every level of security that can be maintained.
Yeah. Okay,
Fantastic.
yeah, so that needs to be taken care, you know, and also the fact that how can this platform be implemented? Is there no restriction? Is there? I mean, many schools won't have really white label, right? They won't have the possibility to customize as per their, you know, expectations. We have platforms. Our platform, for example, is pretty much, you know, uh, static. So which means we can give some logo changes, but we cannot change too much. I don't know what is the flexibility here. Can you change the fields? Can you change the color? Can you change the structure? Is this
Yeah.
flexible
So what
or not?
basically we do is, right now we are not allowing our partners to actually customize it as per there, but we provide you a list of templates. So what we can do is we will provide you close to more than anywhere between 10 to 15 templates of the portal in itself to choose from, and the color customizations and everything can be done as per your logo. So what we can do is we can provide you, when it comes to the user interface, we can provide you some templates, and basis your color we can customize the whole portal according to that requirement. Yes, that is available here.
Yeah. Okay. And did you use is it possible to you know utilize the same if the client or the school or the agent has a portal which is using already the user, the student is using already a user ID and password credentials?
Mhm.
Can this
Mhm.
credential be ported to the portal? So
Yeah,
can we
that
have a single
actually
sign-on single
yes.
sign-on principles?
Yeah, so that actually requires a different level of integration. We can share the APIs with you. Definitely that can be done. But mostly what we suggest companies to do is keep a redirection link. And what we can do is, rather than having a single login within which the student is getting everything, we can have the same username password for both the platforms, and our with the API integration, we can keep our redirection link within your website, where the student, once they log in, they can also get redirected to this URL. Okay, so that as well can be done. Yes, definitely. And that actually is a very customized requirement, and I think we can take up a one-to-one discussion, so whenever you are available.
Okay.
Thank you, Antonio.
Okay,
Thank you
okay,
for
Richard. I
technical
think I've asked enough questions so far. Okay.
No, no,
Let me know if you need more inputs from my side. Okay. Thank
Thank
you
you.
no,
very
but
much. Bye bye.
I'm pretty sure you helped us clear a lot of doubts which many other directors must have also had. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Pai Pai, please continue with your presentation. Would like to thank Antonio to join us today. He's a specialist. So, as you can see, we take this very, very serious. It's very important that we have professional people in this industry for online. And we are all very glad that Antonio joined us with this technical question, which is very, very important. He's speaking in general for everyone in this industry. So now, Mr. Pai Pai, we are looking forward to just go inside in this portal and have a view about how an IELTS will be done.
Yeah, exactly. So this as is the landing page. As I mentioned, this URL can be customized and your branding can be put here. If the student wants to register for a free trial, so you can also give them a glimpse of what is there, of content, what is there inside the portal before going for a paid package. So that is also possible. You can do it through an admin panel, or they can self-register themselves through here as well. I'll now quickly log in and show you what lies inside. Okay. So you can see here, welcome to vPrepU. So your company's name will also reflect here. Welcome to vPrepU, an adaptive learning platform. What would you like to learn now? So if a single student is getting enrolled with you for multiple courses, they don't have to have multiple IDs. They can simply maneuver between the different courses through this button. Okay. So I'll now take you to IELTS Academic. Okay. So the first thing, this is the student dashboard. This is a synopsis or a summary of whatever is available inside the portal, and how are they performing. So when a student comes in here, for the students who are logging in for the first time, we have these three offerings, which is basically a test your English module, which is an assessment test or a diagnostic test for the student to know what initial level of English they are at. So for many countries or many consultants who are worried about the initial level of the students and are from non-native background, we have this quick, simple test which helps the student understand what level of English they are at. So you can see towards the top right, we have the timer running. We have some questions. We have tested these questions on more than 20,000 students so far, and it has really produced wonderful results for us. So different type of questions, error finding is there, jumbled sentences are there, vocabulary. There is even a small listening test to test the students' listening abilities towards the end of the test. So you can see I have attempted a few questions here. I'll now quickly move to submit. Instantly it tells me your level of English is starter. Total question was 36, attempted 12, correct 2, incorrect 10. I can go back and review the test and see which ones were correct, which ones were wrong. Okay. So I can review all the tests. I can see my level, and I can even download the solutions if required. So this basically helps the student gauge themselves, or academies to gauge their students in the very first day of interaction. Then we have some recommended IELTS plans, which the student can take up basis their level, and a guide to IELTS, which is a very elaborate guide which helps students understand the differences between the paper delivered and computer delivered format. What are band descriptors? How is the test result TRF? How does the TRF look? The test format in detail with listening, reading, writing, speaking, very beautifully, portrayed here. Once the student has gone through it, then they can actually get started with their preparation. So the for the students who are logging in subsequently, we have their IELTS progress here. So as the students start taking more and more tests, they will be able to see what is the predicted band score in each of the skills that they are scoring. We also have a leaderboard. So supposedly a consultant has more than 200 students enrolled. So within your account, a student will be able to see how well they are performing and how better they are utilizing the portal, where what is their ranking. So you can see within this particular login that I'm showing you, my rank is, out of all the active users, I'm at the 3600th position, approximately. So that is my position. The top scorer has double one double 5 points to say. Okay. Then we have a word of the day, which is basically nothing other than vocabulary training. So more than 230 such videos we have, and they are changed here on a daily basis. Then we have a tip of the day, which is by Mr. Phil Bigerton, who is present here with us. I'll introduce him towards the end of the session. uh, so he has recorded a few videos for us wherein he is giving the students a few tips.
We cannot hear him, Mr. Bai Pai.
Okay, just a second, sir. Just a second.
We are live here at WEBA, so it can happen.
Is it audible right now?
Not too quickly, not too slowly,
Is it audible now?
Yes, yes, now it's fine.
Okay, okay.
but at a steady pace. So when you start off at a certain speed, don't gradually speed up or slow down. Keep at the same steady pace. That is seen as being a very good level of speaking in English. Do practice speaking as much as you can. Okay, thank you.
Okay. So many such tips which will be rotating on a daily basis here. Then we have some trending videos wherein any normal topic, any trending topic which is interesting to the student. For example, somebody talking about what is hashtag. So that this is trending right now. So it is basically refreshment videos wherein students can simply go through it, learn, pick up new words, learn new vocabulary, listen to more sentences in English to improvise on their listening abilities as well. So then we have a very important module called notice board. So when we provide you an admin panel, I'll just show you how you can drop a notification. So you can actually drop notifications not just with regards to IELTS preparation, but with respect to college admissions as well. So if any particular college and a program option is getting opened today and you want to communicate to all your students, you can simply drop a notification here from your master admin and it will be visible to students across your account. Okay. So for example, we have a British Council webinar on succeeding at IELTS video call speaking test by Ms. Sarah Koshi. Okay. So this notification was put here 22 days ago. So we do put new and new, notifications, time and again. The student wants to see all the notifications. They can simply click on this and go back. Okay.
Mr. Pai Pai,
Yeah.
I have
Yes.
some question coming in. Maybe you can answer to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have a question from an agent from Mongolia, and she asked me if you can add a section inside
Mhm.
the portal, like, for example, about us.
Okay. 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 So you want an about us? Definitely. That can be done.
So,
Yeah.
if some agent, as you can understand, they want to have their own portal with their own name, own company, and maybe they want to have like some information about the company inside. So when
Surely.
they go inside, they will find this information. Is this possible to add
This
something?
is definitely possible, and within a turnaround time of 3 days, I can get you a customized section wherein you can place your director's profile, your company's legacy, whatever you want to put, you will be able to do it there.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I mean, we have to go on this technical side. I mean, then every single agent who is with us today, if they're serious interested to cooperate with KANAN International and offer this to your own students, you will be able to arrange a one-to-one meeting with Mr. Bai Pai and Mr. Bai Pai staff. So remember, we have all your details because you registered to join us today on the Zoom. So we will recontact you after the workshop, and we will schedule a one-to-one meeting with you. So do not worry, we have the details, and during the one-to-one session, you can ask much more questions. Today we give a general question, and if you have any questions now, just leave it down on the chat system. Please, Mr. Pai Pai, continue with the presentation.
Yeah. So this is just, pretty much a synopsis, and I really value the suggestion, which has come in about this about us section. Definitely, we will be, taking care of that as well. Now to the real preparation. Okay. So the first is the lesson part. Okay. So we have lessons, under two major categories. One is general English skills improvement, and the other is IELTS skills improvement. Now, under general English skills improvement, we have grammar, vocabulary, and some trending videos so that they can improvise on their English. Now, so we have a list of grammar topics here. Every topic, for example, the student wants to study what is noun. They go here, they have a lesson, they can go through the static content. What kind of nouns are there? What are collective nouns? What are common nouns? All of that. Then they can watch some videos on that. So videos, 4 to 5 minute videos, very elaborately talking about a particular, topic. Like,
We cannot hear it.
yes.
Welcome to Grammar for You.
Yes.
We are going to see noun cases. There are 4 types of cases in noun. That would be nominative case, accusative case, objective case, and possessive case. Possessive case has got another word, genitive case. Fine, I'll give you 2 examples now. Let's identify the subject and the predicate.
Okay. So, 4 to 5 minutes, quite, interesting videos so that the students don't have to go through only the static content. So once they have gone through the lesson, watch some videos, they can take some exercises. So underline the common noun and circle the proper, nouns in the sentence. They can simply, memorize it, just what is the answer. Click on this. They will be able to see the actual answers as well. Okay. So for example, this again. So as soon as I click on hide answer, I get back to the questions, show answer, the answers are highlighted for me here. Okay. So multiple 8 to 10 exercises, then a quick real-time quiz as well. So the system real-time tells me, choose the correct answer for the given noun time, animals, what is it? Okay. So which ones are correct, which ones are wrong, which is the correct answer, all of that. So close to 18 to 20 topics which are very relevant to IELTS itself. We are not getting into advanced grammar, but for IELTS, whatever is required, we have enough exercises here, more than 160 exercises and more than 70 videos. for the students in collectively to prepare from. Okay. So once done with grammar, they can keep on improvising on their vocabulary. So vocabulary, we have a huge list of videos, more than 230 videos. You can just simply take a look at the number of videos we have. Okay. So all of these can be put white labeled for you. Okay, white labeled in the sense these will not carry your branding or our branding. These will be neutral videos, fleshed out videos, for your students to prepare from. Okay. So for example, just a word, normal word, enhance.
Hello, friends, and welcome to Words Made Easy. And the word is enhance. Enhance is the verb. What does enhance mean? Enhance means to improve the quality, amount, and strength of something.
Okay. Towards the end, a few sentences on that. What are the synonyms, antonyms for that particular word? So very informative videos. Again, not more than 2 minutes, so that the student doesn't get boring and they can learn new words every day and utilize in their writing and speaking particularly. So lots and lots of such words again, and videos will be put there.
Mr. Baipai, sorry to
Yes.
interrupting you. I
Yeah.
need you. I have some question coming into. So one of the question is there any limited time of access to this portal after students registration?
Yeah, so it basically depends on what sort of validity do in India. For a lot of companies, we provide different packages. So when you get on board with us, we provide you three options. Do you want 90 days access? Give your students 90 days access, 180 days access, or a full year of access? Okay. So that depends. You want even a 45-day program to be built specifically for you? We can also do that. So we can customize the validity as per your demography.
Another question is, do you offer live class session as well for
Yeah,
groups?
so we do offer live lectures. Now we are starting off with Mr. Phil Bigerton as well very soon. Most of the lectures in India, on a daily basis, there are more than 25 live lectures which are already going on. But the issue usually, overseas, partners have that, our trainers have that Indian accent, okay, wherein they are not really comfortable. So we will be starting a few lectures with Mr. Phil Bigerton. But as I mentioned, if you want, for us to dedicate a trainer on an annual basis for you for a 1 hour lecture or a 1.5 hour lecture, for an annual commitment, we can actually dedicatedly provide you a trainer as well. So we can actually arrange for the trainer. You can interact with the trainer, and you ensure you are comfortable with that trainer, training your students or teaching your students. And that batch will be available only within your portal and not on any other portal, right? So if you want to go ahead with our trainers, Indian trainers, and the batches which are already going on, definitely we can give you a package for that, which will cost much lesser. But if you want us to give you a dedicated trainer, that as well is possible.
Thank you, Mr. Baipai. Please continue with the presentation.
Yeah. So now quickly to IELTS skill improvement, listening, reading, writing, speaking, and IELTS tips. So here we have a very unique pedagogy. Uh, uh, for example, if a student goes to reading, rather than throwing at them a complete learning, reading passage of 600, 700 words, what we have is the list of question types that they are going to face in IELTS reading. So supposedly the student is always troubled by diagram labeling or, notes or table completion. They click on that and they get dedicated exercise with a dedicated passage only for table completion. So they go through the passage, attempt the table completion, they click on show answer. With the paragraph location, they get the complete detailed solution. Okay. So they get to learn in bits and pieces before going for the final, practice of complete lessons. So we have a lot of more than 100 lessons in listening, reading, writing combined, put in here. You can see matching sentence endings. Exercise number 1, the penny black, again a dedicated passage for this. The student can, match the headings for the sentences. Okay, so similar lessons for listening. So in listening, we have dedicated audio tracks. So I want to practice form completion today. Listen 1, a dedicated audio.
You will listen to Janet making a restaurant reservation. First, you have some time to look at questions 1 to 6.
So you can see the The track will go on. They can play, pause, rewind because they are still practicing. They can play, they can move it ahead, go back because they are not actually giving the final test, and attempt these questions along with the answers. So when they go through the answers, they get to read the whole script as well. What was the speaker actually saying and where did they miss out a particular answer? They'll be able to go through that as well. Okay. So few exercises under each of these sections as well. Once the students have gone through the lesson part, once they have gone through all of that, then they can move to sectional tests. So now sectional tests are still, since it is a practice section, will not be timed, but they will get to experience the 100% simulated computer delivered IELTS pattern which they are going to face in the final test. So listening, reading, writing and speaking, 10 sectional tests each is what they can go through. Once they open this, the only difference between the final listening test and this test is going to be this listening test can be taken individually. One thing. Secondly, there will be no timer. So they can take as long as they want to go through a reading passage, attempt the question, go through the detailed report which the system provides them in listening and reading, go through the model answers which are provided in the writing and speaking. If the student wants to get their sectional test writing and speaking evaluated as well, that is also possible. So cumulatively, when all these sectional tests are combined, is what a mock test appears like. So I'll just quickly show you how does the mock test. So if you have gone through the computer delivered IELTS pattern yourself, you will be able to see this. So I'll just quickly show you a mock test. You'll be able to relate if you have gone through the computer delivered pattern.
Mr. Bai, then
Yes, sir.
after I have some questions.
Yes, sir. Yes. So should I continue or will you be asking it now, Mr. Abhishek?
Yes, I have some questions from some agents coming from Taiwan, from China. They ask me if the teacher are all from India, but as I know, you have as well British teacher. Is this correct?
See, yeah, again, that's what I'm saying. We have Indian trainers, we have Mr. Phil Biggerton. But as I mentioned, that if you want, supposedly somebody from Taiwan or somebody from China wants a Chinese trainer for, engaged for this purpose, we can think about that. We can engage them as well. But that would require a certain annual commitment because we'll be dedicatedly hiring that person to conduct these lectures for your students. So there'll be an upfront license or an upfront amount of it that we need to discuss, and then we can hire that person. You can also be a part of the interview. You can also ensure your comfort level and that. But we already have a lot of lectures with Indian trainers, and Mr. Phil Biggerton also will be conducting lectures for us now, who is definitely a native British, and he will be speaking with you in about a few minutes from now.
Another question, those classes are updated frequently?
Yeah, so by lectures, we mean we have a very unique pedagogy of our live lectures. Whenever we are, whenever a student visits our live lecture panel, we provide them an ebook. Okay, so in India, we provide them with a physical copy of the book as well, which is we are white labeling the physical book as well for the student, the hard copy of the book as well for our partners. The student has that material in front of them and a trainer training them. So I'll just quickly show you a live lecture, a sample live lecture. So that material is updated time and again, but usually we have different versions, a 12-week version or a 6-week version. We have very recently launched a premium version in India, wherein there is only 7 students per trainer. Okay, so 7 students logged with a trainer for 36 hours program, with a trainer dedicatedly, against definitely a premium charge. Okay, so we have many different versions because we are catering to a, you must be aware that in India, every year more than close to 1 million students are taking, the IELTS every year. That's actually 1/4 of the IELTS test takers globally every year.
Mr.
1/4 of that come from India.
Mr. Bai, I have more question before to continue.
Yes, sir.
One of the question is, can we add our own course material for specializing training like in aviation English? We have an organization, they asked me if they can add their own program like aviation English on top of your program.
Yes. So, see, now I'll be honest. We haven't been, dealing in, providing this software as a service, or haven't been acting as platform providers so far. But yes, if you are, willing to go ahead with our courses, we have a certain, annual business commitment that, that can happen. Yes, definitely, I can consider that. or to be honest, we haven't done that for any companies, because what happens is, in India, if we were to proceed in that model, we would end up compromising on the platform's quality or the content which is getting placed online if we allow consultants in India to do that. So we haven't, actually really made that a business model so far. But yes, for your particular demography or region, we can have a one-to-one discussion, and something on those lines can also be worked out.
One more questions, then you can continue. Does this test get reshuffled?
Yeah, that can be done. The test can be reshuffled, particularly for your account as well. We keep on updating material. So there is a life cycle of all the tests which are placed here. As I mentioned, I have a dedicated subject matter expert team who is, working day in and day out. So we keep on refreshing this content. But usually, in maximum cases, the student's average preparation time is 2 months, 2.5 months in India, or maximum 3 months in India. So it rarely happens that this requirement actually comes up. But yes, we do refresh our content time and again.
Thank you very much. Please continue with the presentation, Mr. Baipai.
Okay. So if you have attempted the computer delivered mock test, this is the way the screen looks. Again, the test engine itself will also carry your branding inside. Okay, so this is the listening test starting. So we have the track running in the backend.
Listening test. You will hear a number of different
Okay.
recordings.
So we have a volume slider at the top. Once the, since this is a mock test, I cannot play, pause, or rewind. I can only change the volume level. I can type in my answers here. Okay, so I'm just showing you a dummy right now. So preferred country is Canada, different question types, question palette at the bottom. So I'll just show you. Okay, so this is a drag and drop type of question. Again, makes it very easier for the students to, we can also reshuffle it. It can be put back as well. A lot of different things can be done. So exactly as the final pattern is, we can, have some multiple choice questions. Okay, so now I'll quickly end the test. Okay, so this is the fourth section. They can hide the screen, increase the font size as well, basis their, screen size, all of that. These options are available. So I'll end the listening test. So the next section which comes out to be is the reading test. Again, a few instructions. Passage on the left, questionnaire on the right, a timer at the top. I hover the cursor, I can also see the seconds here. I can highlight a particular part. I can take a note. Okay, I think the answer to question number 6 is here, but I want to refer to it later. This box gets created. I click on this. I can see what note I have put here. I have drop down questions, true, false, not given questions. Again, I have a drag and drop for summary completion type of questions in IELTS. Okay, I can hide the screen when I'm actually taking it in a computer lab. If you have, and you are taking a test under the actual test conditions, somebody wants to go to the loo or use the washroom, you can simply hide. The timer will keep running. You come back, you resume the test, and way to go. So again, I can maneuver between sections from this question palette. This is matching a paragraph with a particular information. I can do that. Again, a drag and drop type of question. Okay. So I'll now again quickly end the test now, reading test. Writing, all of you are aware that is a typing. So we are also introducing a paper delivered format, wherein companies who are retaining the evaluation for writing with themselves, we can also provide an option wherein student can upload the handwritten answer key and, finally, get it evaluated. But in computer delivered IELTS, as you can see, this is a combination of pie charts. Okay, so a live word count you can see is running at the bottom, the timer running on the top. This is task 2, which is the question. I can again write and finally end the test. Now, we developed this system back, long back, even when speak ready kind of things had been brought up by British Council. What we did was we still wanted a lot of students who cannot visit a coaching center to still be able to take a speaking test. So the student gets an option whether they want to take it now or later. But if they want to get the mock test result, they need to either start the test and skip it, or they need to take the speaking test and complete, but it needs to be attempted. So I'll just show you how speaking is done along with how the answers are recorded. So this is purely for practice purpose. I'll start the test.
my name is Nandini Agarwal. This is the IELTS speaking test and I'm going to be your examiner. Okay, now let's move on and talk about your interests and hobby. What do you do in your leisure time?
Okay. So the first question that was asked from me was, what do I do in my leisure time? I go to this button, I click on this. In my leisure time, I usually like to travel. I also like to read sometimes. And the system will automatically save the answer and move to the next question. So I can attempt the complete speaking test along with the 2-minute cue card, which will appear on this board. This board, whiteboard will cover the screen. The student will have the topic in front of them for a minute, and automatically after that, the video will resume and she will ask the student to continue. So we have Mr. Phil Biggerton as well in some of the speaking tests, wherein he'll be, talking to the students. So you can see I have recorded one answer. Now I'll click on submit test. We have the complete series of questions, the 11 to 14 minute, speaking session. Immediately, I get a report generated in which the student gets to know their listening and reading band scores, on spot. So without even a trainer's intervention, I can actually see listening. I have, answered 2 questions correctly. My band score is 2. 34 questions I skipped. 4 were incorrect. The first answer expected was Canada. I entered Canada, hence the result is right. Other questions, you remember I was dragging and dropping the map labeling thing. So both of my options I placed were wrong. I click on view button. I get to see the detailed solution along with the complete tape script. Again, I go to reading. Instantly, I get to know my band score is 3. I can see the conversion scale as well from here, academic and general tentatively, with a disclaimer that, tentatively, if you score these many questions correct, this is your band score. So the system is also prompting the band score. They can go through the detailed solution again from here. The complete passage is still here. They can go through the detailed solutions. Writing, you can see I had typed the pie chart illustrates, which is my answer appearing here. Once the trainer has evaluated my answer, another third button will come here, which will say the mentor's response. So not just the band score, this is a very unique offering which is not given by any company across India. Very rare, a few companies are providing at such low cost that we are also helping students with, the corrected answer sheet, so that they get to know online where they went wrong and why is their band score what it is. Then we have a sample response. So we have a sample response as well for this particular essay topic, along with all the important vocabulary highlighted towards the bottom. Okay. Now, speaking, you remember I recorded one answer, so you can still listen to it from here.
In my leisure time, I usually like to travel. I also like to read sometimes.
Okay, the student can listen to themselves, self-assess, and this similar report comes to a trainer who can also assess the student's writing and speaking and give the complete band score along with remarks. So now when a student gets back to mock test, all the student needs to do is they can see mock test number 2 I have attempted, listening 2 bands, reading 3 bands. I can place a request for evaluation. I thought I have attempted 4 tests within the same day. Supposedly, I want to place this evaluation request first. I can simply click here and yes. As soon as they do that, evaluation is pending. This will immediately be visible inside another trainer's admin panel, wherein they will, do the complete evaluation and get back to the students with the complete band score.
Mr.
Okay.
Pai, I think
Yeah.
it's clear. You give a fantastic presentation. And I think, ladies and gentlemen, if you are seriously interested to offer this to your students, you can offer this to individual students, you can offer this to classroom students, you can offer this to 100 students at a time. They have the opportunity to offer this live, so they have as well teacher from teacher from United Kingdom. So we will contact you, each of you, and we will arrange a one-to-one meeting. And in this meeting, Mr. Pai team will explain you in details how and how much it will cost, because the cost is a little bit different, depend from company to company, depending on the number of students. So there are many evaluations they have to make, and they can only do this individually. So after the workshop is finished, KANAN International will contact you, each of you, and they will arrange a one-to-one meeting. Mr.
Yes.
Bai is giving us an idea about the cost, just to that you have an overview.
Yes. So, Mr. Richard, just 2 minutes, I would also want to show you the admin panel capabilities that they have as business owners or as directors. Can I proceed? Just a couple of minutes for
Please,
that.
please, please, please.
Yeah. So this is the admin panel again, which will be white labeled with your branding. So you can see here users. So these are the students who are registered with me. These are the courses they have purchased. These are the number of days of validity every student has, left. Whether it was created by a counselor from admin panel or was it a website registration wherein the students self-registered themselves for a free package or a free trial package, that is also possible. Okay. Then we have account details. So basically, how does it work is the commercials, there is a wallet, built-in wallet. You deposit a certain amount of money. So in this wallet I have, this is the Indian rupee balance that I have. So as you add a wallet balance, through this button, through your credit card, debit card, or any other payment gateway, when you create a username for a student, only then the money will get deducted. Okay. So you don't have to pay me upfront for like 500 logins or anything. You can simply make a minimum deposit into the wallet and then start creating users. Then we have a very important section called feedback. You can see there is a student, supposedly I'll just show you, there is a student for, let us consider this demo ID. Okay. This student has launched until now one listening, one reading, one writing, and one speaking test. They have completed all the tests. Once I go on this, I'll be able to see what scores they have. So I can see the reading band score is, this is the date and time where the student attempted this reading test, and the band score was 2. So a lot of analytics you can actually draw from there. You can see which student is doing what on your portal, whether you have given them a username password but they haven't even opened a mock test yet. You will be able to come to know all of that through this. And finally, the notification, which I just showed you. You can simply drop a note here. So enter the name of the notice. So you can say, uh, just an example, Seneca College opening or something of that sort. Which courses you want it to appear only for IELTS students, you can do that. A detailed information. So yes. Okay, short description. You want to add an image, you want to add a URL, your main website's URL, whatever you want to do, you can do that. Make it active, and you press on save. Okay, so you can see Seneca College opening 8 seconds ago, test notify. This is what the student will be able to see. So, not just for your academic purpose, for your college admission purpose, a lot of flexibility is there for you to, showcase it. And just, one-to-one discussions we can have, but just to tentatively understand, these are our package costings. I'll just give you a brief idea. There are companies across the world for one evaluation of the writing. If a student wants to get it done online, they charge a minimum of $50. Okay. We are providing you 40 sectional tests with 5 full-length mock tests, all the videos and whatever I just showed you at a mere cost of $25. In case if you want to, choose, the evaluations are done by your trainers. If you want the evaluations to be done by our trainers, the costing varies and will be slightly higher. Yeah.
Very
So
interesting.
I think that will be pretty much it, Mr. Richard, from my side. Sorry to take up much of your time. Yeah. Thank you.
No, 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 no. It was very, very interesting. We understand now everything in details. And we had now 50 agents during your presentation, which is 1 hour. And there were all the agent was here and listening to you. And I think this is a great opportunity for everyone to integrate this program
Yeah.
inside in the
Yeah,
business.
Mr. Richard, can I also take this chance to introduce Mr. Phil Bigerton as well, who is here with us,
Of course.
who will be conducting some live sessions with us subsequently. I'll just briefly. He is associated with us since 2017. So he is a very well-known author. He has been a part of close to 8 books, which are very famous, in the IELTS market, and we have utilized that content to some extent as well, because he had given us the rights for that. He has shot a lot of videos for us, done some listening recordings. He was in India for a period of a week's time back in 2017. He was planning to visit us in 2020, but this COVID situation popped up. So somebody who has been associated with IELTS for a long time now. So Mr. Phil, I would want you, if you can briefly so introduce yourself, sir.
Okay, hello everybody. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you very well.
Okay. A very interesting presentation. I enjoyed that, and I hope everybody else did as well. As mentioned, I come from the UK. I was born in Coventry, which is in the middle of England. In 1992, I went to Taiwan and I started teaching English. At the time, I believe IELTS actually didn't exist. But a few years later, I was asked to teach it and didn't know anything about it at all. So I became an IELTS examiner and worked for a couple of years part-time for the British Council in Taipei, continued to work in Taiwan and focused much more on teaching IELTS. When I first started teaching IELTS, there was very limited resources, not many books available. And so I really had to do a lot of extra work developing more material. And over the years, as Bai said, these developed into books, and I've written about 7 or 8 different IELTS books. And I got to know KANAN and have worked with them part-time for about 3 years now, and will continue to work with them, particularly in the very near future, live lectures as well. So I look forward to that and look forward to seeing students.
Thank you very much for your introduction. I have a question to you, because we have here several agents coming from Asia, from China, from Taiwan as well, from Mongolia. By the way, I love Taiwan. I was there many times in my life. They have excellent restaurants. So Taiwan is a great place to live. And so they was just wondering if all the teachers are from India. No, they are not from India. As you can see here, we have a teacher from the United Kingdom, and this is only the first step. So how many students you will be able in a live session to have? 100, 200? Is this any numbers that you...
Yes,
I think actually Bai would be able to answer that better than myself.
Yeah, so basically, in India, as I mentioned, Mr. Richard, we have different offerings. We have batches wherein, there is no limit to the number of students that are joining in. But Saturdays are particularly dedicated to doubt solving. So whatever doubts are not being able to, the students are not be able to get cleared during the weekdays, they are still able to get that done in a couple of 2-hour session on Saturdays. So this is for batches which have no limit. But then we also have versions of batches wherein students are ready to pay much, a higher amount, but want, only a limited set of students within a particular batch that can also be launched. So as I mentioned, it's quite a customized kind of a, scenario. The basis what, a company is ready to commit to us, we can also dedicate trainers specifically for that. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Very interesting. I start to get the final questions. Let me see here. Okay, some of the agents they want to meet individually one-to-one with you. Yes, so we can see that the interest is very high at the moment, and this is very good. I think it was very important to bring on board directly your colleague from Taiwan, because this help to understand that you are going international. And as we all know, it's very important, as we speak in all English, that we have as well English teacher, so that the people understand the fundamental of the culture from the United Kingdom.
Definitely. Yeah, surely.
So thank you very much. I think it was a great presentation. It was very interesting. And I really suggest everyone to look into this opportunity, because now many students study online and do the pre-IELTS test, the IELTS test, and BiPi and then their team will be able to assist you. We will contact each of you by email from tomorrow on. And Mr. BiPi, if you want to say something to finalizing, it will be great.
Yeah. So all in all, I would just want to say that we never built this product with the intention of giving it to partners, or we, as I mentioned, we have thousands of students passing out through our academy every year. So when we started building this product, we had the only thought we had in mind was that we really wanted to help our students who are not able to afford commuting to a coaching center, to a an academy, and still want to prepare from home. So with that intention, we started off. So everything that you are going to get with us will be, we are trying to maintain the highest level of standards there. And along with that, one thing also I would want to highlight, this level of investment which we have done on technology, on content development in the past few years, we can guarantee you to give the best rates possible, because as you must have already observed, and maybe you'll agree with me, that such an elaborate platform for IELTS training does not exist as yet anywhere in the world. So considering that, the rates or the pricing which we have for you as well, is rock bottom, and definitely a lot of students can benefit from it. It'll ultimately help you have a digital process, presence, which will help you break the boundaries and reach out to students, in different parts of your country, respective countries. Yeah, that
Perfect.
would be it.
Thank you very, very much. It was a great presentation again. And I would like to say thank you to all the agents that join us today. I can see that we have many agents that I know. I want to say a special hello to one of my long-term agents from Italy, Gianluigi Rago. And as well from Italy, we have another agent today, which we know since many, many years. We meet many times in different workshops in Europe, in the United Kingdom, which is Maria Lombardi. I want to say hello to everyone, and as well to all the other agents. In the meantime, we have a look of the KANAN Prep office, which look very, very nice. You can show this office because it's always nice to see where you're located.
Yeah, exactly. So basically, these are the newer premises. So we have an office double this size already, in which through which we had been operating for more than a decade. And these are the newer premises wherein my team, sits. Just quickly show you. So we are basically trying, to maintain the highest standards of, precaution under this COVID scenario. So we are ensuring, social distancing and, wearing of masks and everything within the office these days as well. But yes, we are operating from office now. Yeah.
This is fantastic. And from my side, as you can all see, it's Christmas time. It's time for Christmas. So I want to say thank you to everyone to join us at WEBA Live Workshop today. You can see on my backside, the Christmas is coming shortly here in Switzerland. Was a fantastic workshop. I can see that we have many, many agents who just now type down the email, but we have all your contact anyway, because you registered before to join us today. And I think this was one of my last workshops for 2020. And we have a good scoop now, 2020, bye-bye. It was a very interesting year. It was difficult for everyone, but it was interesting because it opened new doors. And you know, when one door closes, we have always to look to open other doors. And now we have this opportunity to start to look into portal, have your own portal as an agent. So, and be ready for 2021 to offer something new to your clients, earn more money in the end of the day. This will help in you a lot. And thank you again. Thank you to everyone. Thank you to the team from KANAN International. They have a great team who we worked a lot in the last 3 months. We had many events on this. We discuss, we work hard, we manage everything. And as well today here, we had more than 50 agents who join us. And I think we are going in this direction as well for 2021. We are very positive. Thank you, Monica Becker, to be here as well. It's always nice to have you, and all the other agents that I know since many, many years. New agents as well. Richard Hammond as well. I know many of you since long time, and I know you joined me many times in my workshop. Jerzy Heinrich from Poland as well. James Ellis, and many other people who join me all the time. Thank you very much. Keep safe, keep strong, work hard, and let's go ready for 2021. Remember, we will contact you after this workshop, and we will arrange a one-to-one meeting with all of you. And again, from my side, thank you to join me. Thank you to join WEBA. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Mr. Richard, for the opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Always.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.